ॐ सहना भवतु
ॐ सहना भवतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सहनो भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यं करवावहै
सह वीर्यं करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं
शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
विष्णुं
शशिवर्णै चतुर्भुजं
शशिवर्णं
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत्
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत्
सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये
सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये।
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं
वरदे कामरूपिणी
वरदे कामरूपिणी
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा
येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम्
येनाक्षरसमानम्
अधिगम्य महेश्वरात्
अधिगम्य महेश्वरात्
कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम्
कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम्
तस्मै पाणिनये नमः
तस्मै पाणिनये नमः।
अकूह विसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
अकूपितर्जनीयां कण्ठः
इचूयशानां तालु
इदुयसानां तालु
ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा
रसानां मूर्धा
ऋतुलसानां दन्त्याः
मृदुलसानां दन्त्याः
उपध्मानीयानाम् औष्ठौ
उपपत्तानि याम् ओष्ठो
यमगणनानां नासिकाञ्च
गणगणनां नासिकां च
एदैतौ कण्ठतालु
एदैतो कण्ठतालु
ओदौ तौ कण्ठोष्टम्
ओदौ कण्ठ औष्ठम्
वकारस्य दन्तोष्ठम्
वकारस्य दन्तोष्ठम्
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूलम्
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूलम्
नासिका अनुस्वारस्य
नासिका
Last week we have seen first conjugation.
Swamiji, I had a request.
Yeah, please.
Can we just revise these?
Yeah,
Because-
that's The rules, no? You want to know rules, no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, that's why these are the rules.
Thank you.
Swaminiji, before conjugation, I have a doubt from Ayava Sandhi homework.
Gone. Go plus yan.
Uh, go plus yum or something. Something was
Yum,
there.
yum. Gavyam. Actually, this yum, no? It is a krudanta. So it's become same ava. This taken as a semi-vowel. Yakara is. So it go becomes out. It's become gavyam. Let me show you.
Okay.
This also asked by Sharmila ji.
Okay.
Swamiji, I have one more question also. If it is ver, then shall we also consider it to be semi-vowel?
So actually, I never seen semi-vowel, but first time I have seen. So actually, this is a go, no? Plus yum. This work in only krudanta. You have not seen yet krudanta, but I have found one another book. This is Bengaluru, same Sanskrit Bharati. They have given this go here.
Swamiji, also ver.
Actually, yeah, yara lava are considered as a semi-vowel. But generally, they never consider in vowel sandhi. First time I have seen this. So go becomes, we can put as a ga, half ga.
Plus O.
Oh. Plus yum. So in front of semi-vowel, O becomes O. So this becomes O. Gakara remains as half the. This Vakara joint with Yakara and Akara will joint half Gakara. So it becomes Gavyam. But here they have considered Yakara as a semi-vowel. Generally, they never consider. I have never seen in classical, but this is being Krudanta. There are many pratyayas are available in Krudanta to make Krudanta. Suppose Tavya, when we will see at that time, there are Tavya, Aniya, Ya, they are considered as a Krudant pratyaya. This also causes guna and everything. So under this, it will come. So this is not classical, really speaking, classical sandhi. But it goes like this, Gavya. What was the another, Sharmila ji?
Ver.
Wow.
Ver.
Yeah,
From
va is also this. Yara lava, they consider as a semi-vowel.
all four.
Any more questions somebody was asking? Medha, you have asked? No? Any more questions?
This smru for conjugation, I wanted
Yeah.
to repeat that.
This is Mru, which to remember. We have to add conjugational sign, akara. So actually smru is a half sma. Plus r. Again plus akara. according to the rule of first conjugation, this akara causes guna of r. So what is the guna letter of r is? Ar.
Or
Yeah. Refa is a yan sandhi. If ru is followed by any vowel, if you remember, so there are sometimes, you know, students misinterpret refa and ar. So this becomes ar. And still it is small only. Half small. And again akara. This O will joint small, it becomes small. Small. And Ra will joint. So verbal base or anga is smara. Now this smara will joint titahanti, sitahatha, mivahama. So smarami, smaravaha, smaramaha, smarasi, smarathaha, smaratha, smarati, smarataha, smaranti. Okay. Any question regarding this? Anybody has problem? So again, we will see that rule, what Anil ji was asking.
So Smriti is written as ma underneath that symbol of or
No, where is Smruti? This is a Smru, no? This is a Smru.
no.
Smruti,
If you say the word Smriti,
yeah, but this Smruti is called Krudanta. This Ti Pratyay is added. So this is totally different.
okay.
But for Smru is. So this is the rule for first conjugation. First one is conjugational sign, otherwise called Gana Vikarana, that is A, is added to direct root, original root. So what is Smru is considered as a direct. Vu is the root or verb. Then A causes guna of last vowel of root. So this ru, what we have seen, it causes guna, becomes ar. If vu is there, u becomes o. It is causes guna. Budh. Now this akara causes guna of short penultimate vowel of root. So if we take budh, so ba plus u, in dhakara, let me write like this, dha only. Plus this gana vikarana akara. This akara causes guna of short penultimate vowel. So u becomes again o. And then it becomes bo. So bodha, then bodhati, bodhataha.
Swamini ji, this second point causes guna of last vowel of the root.
Yeah,
It's okay if it is risva or dirgha,
yeah. Any rasva dirgha is okay if it is last vowel.
but for the penultimate, that one is only short.
Yeah, it should be short. So this bhu is dirgha only, no?
Yeah. Even knee in the
Yeah,
homework.
even ni, yeah, all are dirgha. So there is no consideration if last vowel may be anyone, maybe short or dirgha, but
Hmm.
particular rule is for penultimate vowel. It should be short only, rasva. And this a becomes a in front of makara, half ma and va, means mi vaha maha. So that's why vadami, vadavaha, vadamaha. That we have seen. And conjugational sign a is dropped before termination, beginning with, I think, a. Anti, especially is anti. Any question now, Anilji?
It's clear. It's clear now. Thank you.
So what I have done one here. Good causes guna of penalty. Rule number 3 means penultimate short vowel. So it's become both. Then a plus t is become bodhati. Anti becomes this a is dropped. So it becomes bodhanti. And Ud plus a plus me, this a becomes a in front of ma and vakara. It becomes bodhami. Only 4 rule we have to remember for first conjugation. Still, I have done one. Gai is the original root. Then we have to add a plus t. So gai, there is a no guna possible because gai is already vriddhi. So guna cannot possible. So directly it will take ayav sandhi. So become I. So gai plus a plus t, gayati. So this is one more, yeah. This is gai. So actually ga plus a. So this a is already vriddhi letter. So there is a no possibility of guna, takes guna. That's why directly it causes ayav sandhi will take place. So I becomes I. Then ga becomes gaya. Then gayati, gayataha, gayanti. Any ayuda? And he, she, it, no problem, no? You and I. So he or she sings, you sing, I sing. You too means they too, you too, we too. They all, you all, we all. Any question regarding this? To anyone? Anybody would like to ask?
Swaminiji, this guy is in first conjugation. Like that, is there anything for A? A, like,
This ni, no, I don't know any A in dhatu.
okay.
Ni is there, then nayati. Ne, I don't know agni. If I will, let me check dhatu patha. If it is available, I will let you know. Right now, it
Because
doesn't come in.
A is also vriddhi letter.
Yeah, that's why
So,
it's become I, no? Maybe some I, let me check. Maybe some, I don't know. There are total 1,000 dhatus are available in first conjugation. So maybe one of them. So just for information, I have kept one table here In Sanskrit, total 2,200 verbs are available. They are called dhatu also or verbs. And these 2,200 dhatus are divided into total 10 conjugation. These are 10 conjugation. So we are going to see only first conjugation.
Swaminiji, sorry. ಇದು ಧಾತು ಗಣ verb same ಅಲ್ಲ? Same meaning.
No, dhatu and verb is same meaning,
ಗಣ.
but the gana means these conjugations are called gana.
Okay, okay.
Gana means actually group. Same way conjugation is together, no? It's called group. That's why gana.
Okay, okay, Swamiji.
So what I was telling is, in first conjugation, first gana, prathama gana, in Sanskritam we say is a prathama gana, is total 1,150 verbs are available. In second conjugation is only 75. In third conjugation, only 25. But again, fourth conjugation, 145. Fifth conjugation, only 37. Sixth conjugation, 165. Seventh conjugation, 25. Eighth conjugation, only 10. This crew comes under eighth conjugation. Karoti, very famous crew. Karoti. In ninth conjugation, 65. In 10th conjugation, 500. That's why we are going to study this 10th conjugation, 6th conjugation, 4th, and first one. Because more than 50, more than 100 and more than 1,000, 1, 4, 6, 10. So we will also study only 1, 4, 6, 10. In Anton only this much they have given.
Ma'am, one question.
Yeah, please.
Is maybe I missed or I'm not sure, but what is the base of this groups? How they got divided?
Suppose there is a, if first, let me tell, here is a smara, something, smarami, smaravaha,
Okay.
but there are some rules. They never follow any type of ganavikana. So suppose
okay,
ati. So here I have written juhoti. So different type of this 25
Follow some specific
follow some
rules.
specific juhoti,
okay.
karot. Same way.
Okay, okay,
Here
okay, okay.
divyate, yakara, here different, sunoti. According to that, they
The,
have
the way
divided
they are
altogether.
following
Yeah,
the
yeah. That's why they have
singular, dual, or plural pattern.
So before grammar, these all verbs are available. Because
Ah,
mantra was available, no? So they have
it's
listened
like
to
the
mantra,
other way
so
around.
they have put here. Same way, even in Veda also, they have heard only all mantras in their meditation, all rishis. And then Veda Vyasa has bifurcated. They have given the division. This is called Sam Veda, Atharva Veda. Before that, they were all were teaching their students. So same way
Right,
here
right.
also, same thing is.
Okay, 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 okay. So it's the other way around. It is there, and then we are parking
Yeah,
them in
yeah,
different
yeah.
categories. And wherever maximum collection is following, we'll be learning only those selected
Yeah,
groups.
yeah. So 4 groups, they have more verbs are available in 4 groups. Otherwise, they have behave differently. There are many verbs. They are totally irregular verbs. They put in second. So that's why do not confuse us. No, we are learning only 1, 4, 6, 10. Others are confusing.
Okay.
Not confusing, but there's a why question or more. In one
our-
more
our-
section. Yeah.
Our logical mind pops.
So then after then we can understand why they are adding this. After learning this 4 conjugation, we can understand.
Sure, thanks.
Now, any question regarding this whole exercise of first lesson, second lesson? No. Hope everybody has done. Somebody has put nicely. Somebody has sent me separately, personally also. So I think there is no problem, no? It's okay? So before starting third lesson, I would like to introduce some Visarga Sandhi because we have completed vowel Sandhi. So now we are going to enter in Visarga Sandhi. But before entering in Visarga Sandhi, even though you know, but still this portion in table alphabet are called vowels. Among all consonant, this first 2 rows
So,
are called opposite, hard consonant. Even while we are pronouncing no ka, is, but when we pronounce ga, so this all other this are considered as a soft consonant. I think this is called mrudu vyanjan. We can speak softly, are called mrudu. Hard, Sanskritam, I don't know. Ghosh or ghosh, they were there, but that's why I always making mistake. So I always remember it's a hard consonant. Kathor vyanjan, I don't know, but still kakha considered as a kathor. But hard is better. Why I'm telling, in Visarga Sandhi, all Visarga behaves differently in front of vowel. Visarga plays differently in front of hard consonant, and Visarga plays different in front of soft consonant. So we have to remember this table. What are vowels? What are the soft consonant? What are the hard consonant? I will keep ready this table in front of you still, but we have to remember. Suppose I write Ramaha Avagachati. Avagachati means to know. Rama knows. Is called Avagachati. So there is a Visarga here. Between 2 words, there is a Visarga. So we have to remember again, before Visarga, if Rama is there, the Akara would be here, no? And after Visarga, Avagachati means Akara. So before Visarga is also Akara, and after Visarga is also Akara. Then this Avagraha plays differently. This Avagraha drops. Previous, this Akara becomes O. We can say also this Visarga helps to Akara becomes O. This Akara drops. In place of Akara, we can put again this avagraha and then vagacchati. So Ramo, it becomes Ramo vagacchati. Classical example, everybody knows Saha plus Aham. Saha, Saha Ishwaraha, Aham Asmi. Let me put in proper manner. Let we write like what we are doing. Sa, half sakara, and a. Let me put avagraha here and aham.
Visargaya.
Hmm?
Visargaya.
Yeah, visarga. This both together becomes O. And this avagraha is dropped. So how can we understand here? It was previously akara was there, so with the sign of avagraha, and we have to put hum again. In this hapsa, this becomes so. So hum. Understood? Clear? We will do some more example. So rule before
Mataji,
this.
this like a Rama and a Ramaha. So how does it? I mean, what will be the meaning change in that Rama and a Ramaha with Visarga?
In third lesson, we will see what is the meaning of Ramaha, because there are many vibhaktis, cases are available in all Shabdas in Sanskrit word. So Ramaha is a Prathama Vibhakti singular. It's called Ramaha. We can't say in Gujarati like Rama, we can't say is Rama. We have to add Vibhakti. It's a particular, is otherwise.
So Visarga is a Vibhakti, like.
No.
Okay.
Visarga is Visarga. Let me see then what is the Vibhakti. Okay. So Visarga. In second chapter of Gita, there are many avyaktoyam, achintyam, avikaryoyam uchyate. There are many verses are available in second chapter. So avyaktaha ayam atma avyaktaha. Avyakta. Avyaktaha ayam. Ayam means this atma avyaktaha, which cannot be perceived. Avyaktaha. So same avyakta, so will be remain half.
Avyakta.
And A is here. Here Visarga will be here. Here I am. So both together, Visarga and A, becomes O. if we say this will drop akara, so in place of akara, avagraha. So avyaktoyam.
So if while chanting this word comes, then we read
Or
it
should
as,
not be chanted. Avyaktoyam. We can't say avyakto ayam.
no, I'm saying while chanting we say it's avyaktoyam.
Yeah.
Is not there. Avyaktoyam.
Avyaktoyam. Yeah.
Or is it pronounced as avyaktah ayam?
When by splitting sandhi, at
While
that time
speaking, while speaking.
avyaktaha ayam. Why split the sandhi?
Huh.
For
Okay.
our understanding, we have to split the sandhi, but while chanting, the sandhi should be remain as it is. We can't split sandhi. But still, 1 minute, I would like to show you. Yeah, this one. Yeah, here only. All this is second chapter, 24th verse. Achedyoyam, adahyoyam, akledyo, akledyaha, ashoshya. Everywhere akara is there. But being achedyaha, this becomes yo, achedyo. So here is achedyaha. So while chanting, we can't say achedyayam, adahyaha, ayam. Then we can't chant, you know. We have to chant achedyoyam, adahyoyam. If we are giving pause here, then here sandhi will take place, ayam. Then avkledyo, ashoshya, akledyo, shoshya, evacha. But if we chant together whole line, then achedyoyam, adahyoyam, akledyo, shoshya, evacha. But generally, we are splitting Gita Shloka in 4 parts. So total 8, 8, 8, 8. So this is Anushtup Chanda, but here Achedyaha ayam, Adahyaha ayam, Akledyaha, even in 25th verse also. Avyaktaha ayam, Achintyaha ayam, Avikaryaha ayam, Uchyate. So everywhere this sandhi is applicable. Before Visarga A, after Visarga A, then it becomes O and this A is elided. Any question?
No, thank you.
There is no anything. Here, anashinaha aprameyasya. So this is actually anashinaha. Anashinaha yan aprameyasya. Clear, no? Any question? So general rule. Before Visarga is also Akara. After Visarga is also Akara. Then Visarga and previous Akara joined together becomes O. This A is elided. In the place of elided, we have to put avagraha. This is the rule. Okay? Clear? What I have done other? Precedes A becomes O.
My
And
example, you were saying Gita second chapter, right?
Yeah.
Those verses are second now. We
second,
can refer more.
yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
All Gita is full of Sandhi. When you when you learn all Sandhi, we have all examples are available in Gita only. So one is over. So before Akara, before Visarga is Akara. After Visarga is also Akara. Now second rule. This is first rule. And classical example, if you would like to remember, is Soham. It's the best example to remember. Now second rule is same. Before Visarga is Akara. But after Visarga is soft consonant. So you have to remember what are the soft consonants. That's why I have shown this all. Except this first two row, this group, Hakara is not considered. Even for Shashasa, it is a different rule. But up to here are called soft consonant. So this Avagraha preceded by a but followed by soft consonant. S means soft, C means consonant. So let us say this is also classical example. Namaha Narayanaya. So this is before Visarga is Akara. So we can write again Nam. Here Akara. Visarga and Narayanaya. Again this Visarga and A becomes O. So it becomes Namo. Narayan remains as it is. Namo Narayanaya. So before Visarga is A, after Visarga is soft consonant. And our Gita is full of with this Sandhi also. So Ramaha Gacchati becomes Ramo Gacchati. Namaha Narayanaya becomes Namo Narayanaya. This we know. Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa Sangasteshu Upajayate. So there are many. So let's see in Gita.
So yaha that avagraha is not required. The two words are separated just as it is.
So suppose Vijanitaha Nayam, Vijanito Nayam. So original word is Vijanitaha. Okay, sorry. But here Vijanitaha. And Nayam, no Ayam actually. It's now you should know Nayam means is a Dirgha Sandhi. No Ayam. So again, before visarga is akara and after visarga is a soft consonant. This all anunasika consider as a soft consonant. So simply this both together becomes O. Then becomes vijanito and nayam remains as it is. If akara is there, then elided of akara places. But if soft consonant is there, there is a no elidation. Even Shashvatoyam Purana, this is our that application. Before Visarga is a, after Visarga is a, so becomes Shashvatoyam Purana. But here is Purano and then Nahanyate. So Puranaha. The meaning of Purana is not ancient. Generally we take as an ancient, but the meaning of Puranaha means Nitya Nutanaha. Pura api Nitya Nutanaha iti Puranaha. So even though it's very ancient, but still ever fresh, is called Puranaha. Pura api. So na hanyate. So again, before Visarga, Puranaha, akara is there. Visarga and na, the soft consonant. So this A and A becomes O. That's why here written Purano. Purano na hanyate. But while chanting, we have to remember, if we are giving pause here, then we can't say Ajo Nitya Shashvata Yam Purano. We can't chant like this. Ajo Nitya Shashvato Yam Puranaha. Then we have to chant like this only. We can't. So when we say Puranaha, we are splitting the sandhi. We pronounce what is given in Sanskrit shloka. Please note that. Tokan dehi nityam avadyoyam. Yujat shreyonyat. So again, akara is there. So whenever avagraha comes, no, you have to remember there must be some akara is there inside. In Gita, particularly because we are studying Gita, in any text. Okay, this second rule is also over. So until now we have seen, let me keep here. For your, you can remember, so before avagraha and after visarga also akara. So both becomes O. And this sign will come. Before visarga again akara. After visarga SC, soft consonant. So again, both becomes O. And as it is this soft consonant. Now third rule. Here still akara is there. But after visarga, I am writing AV, means any vowel, any swara. So what would be there? this visarga simply drops. There is nothing else. So it becomes a. In whatever our vowel. So nothing, remember, this avagraha drops. So these are yaha enam. In yaha enam, the visarga simply drops. Ramaha ichhati. Rama desires. So its drop becomes Rama ichhati. But after visarga drops, there is no further sandhi of vowel sandhi. Otherwise, now we can by Rama ichhati. It can't take place. Only Rama ichhati. Bhuyaha eva becomes bhuya eva. So these are the rules. Still, if we can check, it will be available many in our Gita. Ya enam vetti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubauto na vijanitah nayam hanti na hanyate. Yeah, here. What I have written in there, it is here. Ya enam vetti hantaram. Here actually yaha is there, but yakar is dropped. Here yahacha enam. So there is a different sandhi will take place. We will see. Yaha plus cha plus enam. Yaschainam becomes shakara. But how it becomes shakara, we will see. So these are the three sandhis we have seen today. Visarga sandhi. Do you have any question regarding this? I will give some example of all three sandhi. Okay. Before we over this lesson, let me see just lesson 3. Only 1 or 2. There are 10 or something. You know their points, what they would like to convey. So third lesson is masculine noun and neutral nouns ending in a. So Rama is called masculine, while Vanam are called neuter. Even Mitra is a neuter. Mitram, Mitrani. And they will teach us nominative and accusative. So this we'll see next week, but this is called one we have studied in our previous time in 8th, 9th, 10th. Anton doesn't like Rama Shabda, no? So he always use Kupa. Use Anton. But we will study here Rama only. So this, each name of Sanskrit language has total 8 vibhaktis. In Sanskritam, it's called vibhaktis. In English, they say cases, total 8 cases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So Ramaha Ramo Ramaha Ramam Ramo Raman. But Ramena, Ramaya, Ramat all have different meaning. When we speak Ramat, is different. When we say Ramasya, is a different. But that we will study because only 2 minutes are left. So we will study next time. everybody is asking to change the time or to change the even day also. So are all are comfortable in Saturday this time, same time, 6:45 to 7:45 is comfortable to all of you? No problem, no? So somebody says they are very busy in Sunday. They have a lot of work. Is it okay? So from next week, again I will put, but you have to remember our class will be on Saturday, same time, 6:45 up to 7:45. Okay. Let me say Happy Independence Day to all of you.
Happy Independence Day.
And also today is the birthday of Pujya Swamiji, Dayanandji Maharaj. It's the 91th anniversary of Pujya Dayanandji Maharaj. So,
Congratulations.
actually, yeah.
Congratulations, sir.
Swamiji, so just to tell everyone, we have done a small interview with Swamiji, and that is also releasing today at 9 o'clock on YouTube. So I will share the link on the group. Please do watch. So it has come out very nicely. Swamiji has answered the questions very nicely. So please watch.
So 9 a.m. or 9 p.m.
9 a.m. in
Okay.
another 1 hour, it will come.
Okay, yes, it will be nice. Please, I can watch. No, I didn't. I have just answered you, but I didn't.
Yes.
What I have answered.
Yeah. Yes.
It would be nice. Yeah. Okay. Happy Independence Day. See you on next Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
Om
Thank you.
Purnamada
Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om